Hey guys, my name is Bando. This is Brexit Bando. I apologise for the bit of a downtime between videos. I didn't realise it had got so long. We should try to keep a video coming out every sort of 2 or 3 days, and it kind of got away from me. So I do apologise. So what have we got here today? Well, we're over on Warcom, and we have Warhammer Studios interview designing the Kroot Hunting Pack. So as you know, the Kroot Hunting Pack is the big new release for the Tau. They're getting a load of new Kroot models, which is good because the Kroot models are the same ones they've had since the initial release of the Tau Empires back in... It's either very late 3rd edition or early 4th edition, but it's a long time. So, a new era of galactic gourmandism is almost upon us. For those of you who don't know, the Kroot are cannibalistic, or that's not the right word, I don't know what the word is, but basically they like to eat absolutely everything that's sentient. They can absorb DNA traits from what they eat, which is why they really don't like eating the Tyranids, because the Tyranids eat them back. Right, so we got pre-order weekend this weekend coming. Right, so how does it feel to taking on a project as important as updating this 20-year-old range? Matt, who I'm assuming that's going to be his real name, wink wink nudge nudge, I was really excited. I've been heavily involved with the Tau Empire range for the last 10 years. We hadn't properly been back to Kroot since they were first released in 2001. So old. So I've been keen to do more with them for a really long time, and my notebook was bursting with ideas to try out. One thing that is really important to me as a collector of these miniatures is that the models fit a consistent aesthetic style. There's nothing worse than when you have kind of tonal whiplash in a collection of models, and it goes from one extreme to another. It looks radically different. You can kind of see this in the Chaos Space Marines, when they went from being kind of more renegade-y in the sort of 5th edition-ish era, and then the beginning of sort of 6th, 7th and 8th edition, when they shifted heavily towards the chaos corruption kind of aesthetic. And there's still some bits around that are kind of more renegade-y, but it's definitely headed more towards, you know, chaos corruption. So I'm very happy to see that the basic Kroot are really kind of the same as they were. They've got the same styles, the same kind of poses, and like they've got a lot of the same sort of, same feel. I'd like to see the sprue for these guys. The original sprue has loads of little extras, like bits of meat on hooks and stuff, and knives. In fact, I wish I'd picked one up a couple of weeks back. I might actually buy one tonight if I can find one. But basically, the old ones are great for loads of little extras, especially if you play Night Lords. Loads of really grisly extras to stick on the models. And it looks like they've got a couple with like pistols and stuff. But I'll wait to see these models. They definitely do look like, you know, Kroot, and that's important. They need to look like them at a glance, basically. One of the most important things about character design is kind of a silhouette, almost. Yeah, you should be able to kind of turn this into a monochromatic, or like just two tones, black and white, like a white background, black silhouette, and you should still realistically be able to go, that is for this army. If you haven't done that, there's something about your character that isn't right. And that's often what makes people look at a model and go, I don't quite like that. New characters, new shapers, brilliant, really like those. Not so sure I like the break action in his gun, but I get it, it's kind of cool. That looks like a very unwieldy weapon. And then we got some nice artwork versus the orcs. I don't like these new Kroot hounds, if I'm going to be brutally honest. Especially from this angle on those colour schemes. That just looks like a bunch of naked guys running around. Which spoiler alert if you don't know, kroot hounds are kroot, just like kroot oxes are kroot. They just keep feeding them, and they evolve forcibly into some other role in their society. So that literally could be like your second cousin 3 times removed, running around naked on the battlefield, which is kind of weird. Oh, nice. There's going to have bits in there to make them look a bit more Tau. That's kind of cool. So I'm cautiously optimistic for the new kroot, but unfortunately, I'm brought back to Earth quite painfully with the next article, which is going on about the Tau. Now, they've decided they want to give us an army which you can take in nothing but battle suits in, and that's great, because I think battle suits are awesome. I really like battle suits. I think they could use a little bit of tweaking, like the commander suit here, considerably better kit than the crisis suits, in my opinion. I would prefer it if they were all more like this, including sort of the scale. And I'd like the Armoured Core fan of me wants a slightly thinner profile of the face. But they're good models. So, as we know, you can't take more than 3 of the same data slate in an army unless it's a battle line unit. So they've gone ahead and given Tau crisis suits battle line. I'm only joking, they've given us 3 different data slates. Yeah. So what they've done is they've taken one of the most customizable units in the game, the one that could be kitted out in any way, shape or form, whether it was the most meta way of cyclonic ion cannons, whatever they are, cyclonic ion rifles, to just being the most useless kind of dual flamer, kind of setup. And they've taken away your choices and they've given you 3 hardwired versions, which kind of sucks. Oh look, they've gone for some veteran Tau commanders might recognise a few of the names from lore of yore. Oh wow, great, throw us a bone with some really funny names that we might recognise if we've collected Tau for more than 20 years. Right idea, wrong inception. I can understand that there might be too much choice for a new player, and perhaps this would have been a good way for like a starter document, and said, hey, if your targets are, Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines, go for the Fire Knife configuration. If you're going hunting tanks, the Sunforge will bring in close combat weapons against the Imperial armour. Brilliant, okay. Oh, if you're facing the might of the, the hordes of the Tyranids, the Star Side is the best deployed crisis suit formation. Okay, you put that in a little starter set for the, for the kiddies, and they can look at that and go, ooh, I know how to build my model now. But for kind of people who are old enough to, pay for their own models, stop treating us like kids. Just stop trying to dumb things down. And this is indicative of a problem that is present in not just Games Workshop. This is a problem that's indicative across movies, it's across video games, it's everywhere. It really is everywhere. And it's this whole idea that we can dumb things down to the widest possible audience. Don't make something complicated because only certain people can understand it. Don't make things difficult because, it's harder for certain people to do it. Don't do it so kids can't do it. Don't do it so casual people can't do it. No, if you make it for everyone, you've made it for no one. So let us have some complexity, some flexibility, some interest in this sort of faction. Let us build something. Okay, sure. Maybe running 2 flamers or, nothing but missile launchers is not a good loadout for these things. I should be able to do it anyway. I should be able to make whatever I want for my crisis suits. It's a kit I've bought. And I get asked this by a certain member of my community. Why do I care about the rules? I don't play the game. And it's right, I don't generally play 40k. I don't play anything at the moment. But I like to make sure that the models I've got, that I've spent quite a lot of money on, are able to be picked up, packed into a box, taken over to a friend's house when he says, hey, I've just got into 40k, do you fancy a game? And I go, yeah, I do actually. I've got an army, I'll be over in 10 minutes. I don't want to sit there and have to go, this is proxying this is proxying that, this is supposed to be that, this is armed with this. Because it's going to be confusing for him, it's going to be confusing for my retarded ass. You know, give us some interest, give us some flexibility, let us play around with whatever, you know, we want to do. I just wish we could be treated like adults here. Now someone's probably going to point out that I've missed a single line or something that completely throws me out. My entire argument is missed, but it's not. It's still there. You know, it just... And this is bloat. Again, this is bloat. This is 3 entries now instead of 1. That I know a lot of people don't like. Can I stop right-clicking on things? On to some good stuff. Beastmasters and Necromunda return with a big rat problem. I love Ratskin Renegades. I want Ratskin Renegades back. I don't care if people think Ratskin Renegades are super racist. I will 3D print my own Ratskin Renegades. Ratskin Renegades are the best. Oh my god, we have Skaven and Necromunda confirmed. Also, the hands are wrong. Very wrong for rats. These are actually more like human hands, which is really worrying. Yeah, so we're getting some new beasts, which is really cool. Another thing that's really cool is these could be used for a militia army in 30k. Like thinking of really cool, like Death Guard or Chaos, you know, aligned militia with like packs of giant rats would be really, really cool. Love it. I think these are great. I wish there was a little bit more fur on them. They are very pink. I also like the fact that you basically get to replace them for free. And they're really, really hard to kill because they can just keep dodging shit. I love it. I love things that aren't like the super most effective and bestest ever characters and choices. You know, give me the ability to take subpar choices in huge numbers that are horrible and make people think about what they're going to have to do. I don't like just going in with meta stuff. Cookie cutter setups annoy me no end. And lastly, we've got Adepticon coming up. So, Adepticon, for those of you who don't know, which if you're watching this video, how do you not know what Adepticon is? Adepticon is a big show over in America, in, I believe, Las Vegas. And it's far too early for us to watch in the UK at 3 o'clock in the morning. And they like to show off a load of new models. It's one of those big reveal shows. And this time we're getting big shows for Warhammer 40,000, which is most likely going to be the Blood Angels. Age of Sigmar, which is probably going to take up most of the time, which is going to be the new edition of Age of Sigmar. So we're probably going to see loads of Skaven in that. Warcry, couldn't care, don't even know what's going to be in there. The Old World, I'm expecting to probably see the Dwarf box set, if I'm going to be honest. Kill Team, probably the Votan and Gene Stealer rumoured Kill Team, which I'm okay with that. You know, got no problem with either of those. Underworlds will be another random gang of somethings. Hopefully not just another random undead character and 3 zombies, because I'm sick of those kind of gangs. Necromunda are getting, and Warhammer Horus Heresy are only getting exciting teasers. Now, I'm disappointed because I'd quite like something substantial for the Horus Heresy. You know, it's what I prefer the most. But being told that it is exciting teasers before it happens is a step in the right direction, because it allows me to manage my expectations. If I had come into this and gone, oh man, I'm really looking forward to seeing some Horus Heresy, we're going to get a new roadmap, we're going to get to see the command squad, we're going to get to see all this, that and the other, and then I literally just get a 30-second video showing me some Mechanicum Knight Atropos, which, by the way, that's exactly what it's going to be. I would be very disappointed. I'm thinking if we get an absolutely fantastic teaser, we will see the command squad, which I am heavily leaning towards it being an upgrade sprue, not a full kit. Like just arms, heads, and other bits you can plug into the units. I do not expect it to be a full unit. So yeah, if I'd expected to see, you know, Mark IV Marines and a new box set and all that, I'd be very disappointed if I just got a 30-second video. Necromunda, it's going to be 2 models. It's 2 resin models. I doubt we're going to see another plastic box set. We may get like a new edition next year maybe, but I doubt it. And obviously being shown off is some Ossiarch Bone Reapers, which is probably what this Underworlds one is. Because, yeah, I can't see... I don't know, I can't see this being one of the main releases. I can see it being an Underworlds release. So that's it. That's all I've got to talk about today. Warcom being Warcom. You know, not really much else to discuss. This rumour image is most likely going to be the new plastic Sanguinor, which is supposed to be the Blood Angels Primarch-esque model. Because, spoiler alert, Sanguinius couldn't even get back up to his knees and look his brother in the eyes before he got cranial adjustment surgery. I haven't finished my Blood Angels. I have let them slip so far down the list. I really want to get them done. They're supposed to have been finished before I did my Night Lords, and my Night Lords are closer to being finished now than my Blood Angels are, which is just sickening. I'm currently basing the Night Lords, so they're so close. Once the bases are done, I'm going to give them a coat of gloss varnish, go back, double check every model, make sure all the, you know, T's are crossed and the I's are dotted. Apply any further like effects, things like blood, splatters, and any tufts and stuff like that, and then I shall be doing a nice long video on those. If you want to go check that out, or what it was like last time, pardon me, you can go back and find there's a video called Late Night Light Lords, and it'll be something along the lines of that. So I also need to come up with fluffy names for everyone, because the last one had literally every single one of them had a name, and there's 4 times as many here. But I've also got enough to actually play a game with now, so that'd be nice. Alright guys, thank you very much. That's 18 minutes of me waffling, and it's your problem because you sat through it. Alright, my name is Bando, this is Breakfast of Bando. I appreciate every single one of you who sticks with it, who's still here listening to the sultry sound of my voice. As always, I appreciate the support you guys give me, the comments, those of you who joined us on Discord, and those of you who use my Element Games code. I really appreciate that. I really wish I could see who it was. That would make me really happy, because then I could actually, you know, thank people properly. But I guess, you know, privacy and all. But thank you very much. If you want to use that, if you are buying things like these new kroot, don't forget you can double the reward points you get from Element Games by using the code JAM737, and I get a little kickback on that, which is great. It's not an affiliate link, you know, affiliate link, you guys don't get anything. This is actually, you guys get more than I do off this. So I appreciate it, I do guys, I really do. If you guys have questions or suggestions or anything else, please pop them down in the comments. I always like interacting with you guys. I try to reply to everything. I even like to reply to the comments that get censored by YouTube. I'm always happy when I see one of those pop up. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.